I know that you want to expand into being a CEO and rising up. You cannot execute on your dreams or expand until you become an executor of everything that's in front of you. There's anything that anybody can put in front of me that I'm not going to freaking achieve, man. Right, Mary? That I'm not committed, Kenneth, to making it happen. My challenge to you is that the next 12 months is the best 12 months you've ever had in your life. I know it can be true. I know it's been true for me. I know it's been true for others. And I know that you want it to be true for you right now.
I was a new agent not too long ago. I started as an intern, calling out a phone book before I knew you're not even really supposed to be doing that. I feel like I get and understand new struggling insurance agents. Most people in our business are not the dude making 7 figures, rolling in it, and traveling the world. Yep. Most of the people in our industry are struggling. Some even have part-time jobs. I want to be the guy that they can go to really learn some knowledge and really help them. I was very fortunate to earn $117,361.13 in my first 8 months. And I thought, if I can do that, working for one company, selling one product, I can probably help some other people too.
What is up? Welcome to Phone Phenom. Hello. Thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you guys for being here. Super excited. All right. I'm excited to spend about 30 minutes with you for Rise of the CEOs. Huge thank you to Christian, OIC, etc. Love this event. Love everything that's going on here. Here's what I want to start out with. All right. I got a bunch of notes. I got a ton of energy, and I can promise you I'm about to bring it strong. So thank you so much for being here. Right. I want to know in comments below who is ready to rise up and become a CEO. Who is ready to rise up and be a boss? Who has a growth mindset? Who's committed to going farther than they've ever gone before? And who knows that 2021 is gonna be the best year you've ever had? Not even close. I'm honored and excited to be here. And I can promise you, the next 30 minutes, my goal is for you to leave here more committed, more driven, more purpose-driven, and more focused than you've ever been before. All right, that's my goal for you. I'm gonna start out with some questions, and I'm gonna get into my story. So it's a couple of questions for you, okay? Appreciate the chat, appreciate the engagement. You guys are already lighting it up, and I appreciate that, because what I've learned is you gotta show up to go up. You gotta stay engaged, right, to really blow up, okay? And so here's some questions for you. Who feels like you really pushed hard in 2020? Like we're all a family. We can be honest here. On a scale of 1 to 10, help me out. Scale of 1 to 10, how hard did you push in 2020? How hard did you push in 2020? I want you to assess yourself right now. I'm going to make you think. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard did you actually really push? Sophia's at a 5. How hard? Amanda's at a 6. Lakeisha's at a 5. How hard did you really push in 2020? Be honest with yourself right now. How hard did you push in 2020? Now, the next question is, how hard are you going to push in 2021? And how committed are you? On a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you? And how hard are you going to push in 2021? How ready are you to take your business to a whole nother level in 2021? Don't put it if you don't mean it. Don't put it if you don't mean it, all right? How hard are you going to push in 2021? Now, the next question is, right, I don't believe in doing anything without a target. I don't believe in doing anything without a target, right? Our last speaker was just talking about goals, targets. So the next question for you before I jump into my story and the content is, what's your target for 2021? What's your target for 2021? What's your goal, right? Because if you don't have one, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. So I want to get you to think. I want you to go ahead and commit now. December 12th, 2020, on what you're going to accomplish in 2021. And here's why I'm telling you to do that right now. I'm not asking, I'm telling. And here's why. Because when I got started in the insurance industry, I went to a recruiting meeting and there was a bunch of us in the room and the manager said, all of you stand up. So we stood up. He said, okay, now start taking a look around, right? So we start taking a look around. I'm like, okay, I got him. I don't know about her, but I got him, right? We start sizing each other up, if you will. And he says, now, 9 of you sit down. And he left one of us standing. And what he said next changed my life. He said, maybe one of you in this room will make it. And my thought, right, because I'm competitive, I'm driven, as I can clearly see you guys are, John. In that moment, I said, this dude doesn't know me very well. Because if there's going to be a 1, I'm going to be the 1. In that moment, I set a goal. Like I'm asking you to do right now. And I wrote down, and I said, I will earn $100,000 my first year in the insurance business. I'm 20 years old. I'm taking 21 credit hours a semester. I'm a full-time student athlete. I'm playing basketball, practices, games, tournaments, weekends, etc. I could have used the excuse I don't have a lot of time, but in that moment I wrote, I will earn $100,000 my first year. I dated it, I signed it, and I hung it up on the wall of my cubicle. And then every day I went out to make that a reality. Every single day. Through cold calling, cold door knocking, didn't matter what it took, I was going to succeed. Because rewind, back when I was 16, I was supposed to work at Apple Market, a little grocery store in Rogersville, Missouri, a little grocery store. I'm 16. I'm working at this part-time job. I'm supposed to work on a Saturday from 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Stay with me. 4 o'clock to 10 o'clock. It's about 3:30. And I go to my dad because I'm throwing up. I'm like, I do not feel well. I do not feel like going to work today. And what he said, I still use today. He said, I'm throwing up, remember. He said, you do whatever you want to do, but you know what I would do. And I'd never seen my dad miss a day of work in his life. I went to work, I showed up, and I'm still showing up whether I feel like it or not today. My question for you is, are you showing up whether you feel like it or not today? I can tell you, I don't care if I would have been throwing up. I would have came on here and delivered the keynote of my life. Why? Because I'm committing to helping you change yours. And how I feel doesn't matter. My first year, I did whatever it took. My first year, I cold called. My first year, I'd cold door knock. My first year, I would go back to the office and turn in apps at 1 a.m. I would go out and door knock 175 doors on a Friday. I would cold call for 9 hours on a Sunday. Why? Because I wrote down that I was going to win. I signed it. I committed to it, and I was going to deliver. Far too often in life, we lie to ourselves. Far too often in life, we say, I'll do whatever it takes. Because you know who the easiest person in the world to lie to is? Yourself. Yourself. I'll work out tomorrow. I'll make calls in an hour, and then we don't. What you're doing is, when you commit to something and you don't follow through, you are telling yourself it's okay to quit. It's okay to give up. It's okay to not follow through. And I'm here to tell you that is not okay. Fast forward 8 months, at 20 years old, I earn $117,361.13. Why? Because I committed to doing it. I wrote it down, I signed it, and I committed to making it a reality. I want to talk about excuses real quick. There's 2 things that I do when it comes to excuses. Okay? Because, and I believe whether you're making excuses in life or whether prospects are giving you an objection or an excuse, or whether you're trying to recruit someone or add them to your team or become a CEO, some people will listen to excuses. Here's the 2 things I do. When it comes to excuses, I don't make them. Nobody cares. Losers make excuses, winners don't. When you make excuses, you are telling yourself, I don't have what it takes. I believe that because of this specific excuse, I'm not going to win today. No matter what, I'm winning today. Who's watching thinking, dude, no matter what, I am winning today? I don't make excuses. And I don't listen to them. You got an excuse for me? I don't have time for them. I don't make them. I don't listen to them. Why? Because excuses get in the way of me being more successful. Here's what I want to focus on as we move into a growth mindset, a CEO mindset, being a boss and leveling you up so that you can start to have the best 12 months you have ever had. Here's what there's something called a growth mindset, and there's something called a fixed mindset. Okay? Here's what a fixed mindset is. A fixed mindset avoids challenges. A growth mindset embraces them. Who's here to embrace challenges right now? Right now. A fixed mindset, going the wrong way. They give up easily when obstacles present themselves. Winners who have a growth mindset, they persist despite obstacles. I don't care what's in my way. I'm running through it and I'm not giving up and I'm not quitting till I get there. Can I get an amen? Third, a fixed mindset. See effort as fruitless. It's not going to get me anywhere. Growth mindset. We see effort as a path to mastery. And we know it's going to take a lot of effort for us to become a master. Who wants to become a master here tonight? Fixed mindset, they ignore useful feedback. Guess what? They're not coachable. Growth mindset learns from criticism. Learns from criticism. Different mindset. Different mindset. You want to be a CEO of this company? Different mindset. Come on now. Fixed mindset are threatened by others' success. They're jealous. A growth mindset is inspired by others people's success. That person's successful, and believe it or not, I know because they're successful that it's possible for me too. It's possible for me too. I want to give you 8 C's. When I start talking about a growth mindset, a CEO mindset, I want to go through 8 C's with you. Cody's 8 C's. First C, coachable. Every time I put one of these C's up here, here's what I want you to do. I want you to add in chat where you're at currently. Where you're at currently on a scale of 1 to 10. How coachable are you? This company is doing special stuff. This company is going somewhere. And if you show up and you be coachable and you listen and you want to win and you soak it all in and you stay focused when there's meetings like this, right? When there's trainings like this, you show up and you stay up the whole time and you're active and you're engaging in comments and you're taking 22 pages of notes. Guess what? Coachable. And you're more coachable than those that aren't. To be successful, to be a CEO, because we're here because we want to rise up as CEOs. True or true, right? You have to be coachable. Next C, courage. Got to have a lot of courage. Scale of 1 to 10, where are you currently at from a courage standpoint? You have to have a lot of courage to do something big in the world. You got to have a lot of courage to do something special. You got to have a lot of courage to do what's never been done before. You got to have a lot of courage to show up when you don't want to. You got to have courage that when you're showing up, that when you're puking and you don't want to show up, you show up anyway. Courage. Where are you at? Where do you want to be? How courageous are you? Next C is commitment. Commitment. How committed are you to winning? How committed are you to the cause? How committed are you to improving? How committed are you to being a CEO? From this, a lot of people are going to rise up and become CEOs. The question for you is, how committed that you're going to be one of them? Commitment level tells me everything. And it's not like I'm committed today, but then tomorrow my mindset's going to get in the way, right? I'm going to fall off the wagon and I'm not going to continue down the path. Committed means I write it down and I do whatever it takes, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody asks, no matter whatever gets in my way. I'm committed to making it happen. I'm committed to achieving the results. I don't care what happens or what gets in my way or what excuse comes in my head or what excuse other people tell me. I'm committed to being a CEO. Fourth C is control. Fourth C is control. Not only do you have to control the conversation when you're talking to prospects, but you got to be able to control yourself. When your alarm goes off at 5:45 a.m., do you hit snooze or do you get up out of bed? That'll teach me a lot, by the way. I start spending some time with some of you. Are you in control of you? Or is the alarm clock in control of you? Are your prospects in control of you? Are your feelings in control of you? Let me tell you this. Big time people, who wants to be a big time person? Big time people don't listen to their feelings. I'm going to say that again. Write that down. That's a note. That's a nugget. Big time people don't listen to their feelings. Who's committing right now that you're done listening to your feelings? Okay, who's committed right now? Fifth one's confidence. Confidence. It's a personal swag that you've got, that you have all the confidence in the world to win. You have confidence in your ability to push. And when someone gives you an excuse, when someone says they're not interested, when someone says they don't want to join your team, when something bad happens, when you have the worst day of your life, does your confidence and your mindset and your swag start to lower? It start to drop a few notches? Or do you continue to be just as confident as you ever were, no matter what's happening around you? You can't control others, but you can darn sure control yourself. How confident are you? Next one, certainty. How certain are you that what you want to happen is going to happen? How certain are you that you are going to achieve CEO level? And how certain are you that this life is going to be your best life? I'm certain that I can help you. I'm certain that you can get there. And I'm certain that when I get in front of prospects or potential recruits, I'm certain they're doing business with me because I'm certain in my ability. I'm certain in the product and service I sell. I'm certain in the company, and I'm certain that I'm going to be a CEO. Who's certain right now? Next is consistency. I don't know if it's the rise of the CEOs or what's going on, but I'm operating on a whole nother level tonight. This is how you got to operate all of December and all of 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and the rest of your life. You're not going to feel like showing up some days. Show up anyway. Consistent people win because you can't knock them down. You can knock them down once. You can knock them down twice. You can knock them down 3 times, but you can't permanently knock them down. And guess what? I want to be the Rocky of the insurance industry. No matter how many haymakers people hit me with, I keep standing up. Who's committed to keep standing up no matter what? And when you don't feel like it, and when the alarm clock goes off at 5:45, you get up, you push, and you stay consistent, whether it's a Monday or a Friday or the weekend. You're consistent and you're committed to consistent results forever. 8th one, conviction. Conviction. You got to be convicted for what you're doing. You got to have a passion about what you're doing. And you've got to prove and show that you are convicted to win. And that because of that, you're so convicted. Your conviction exudes. Prospects are attracted to you. Potential recruits are attracted to you. That's when people start to win, is when they start to attract others. You want to be a CEO? You want to rise up? You want to have a growth mindset? Guess what? You have to attract others. People are attracted to people with conviction. Can you feel my conviction right now? Can you feel my passion? Can you feel my certainty? I want you to be the most convicted you've ever been. It's time to wake up, and it's time to go get it. Okay, here's the 8 C's. Now, I want to walk through real quick my 3 steps to success. Okay, 3 steps to success. You want to win? You want to become a CEO? You want to rise up? Let me give you 3 steps to success as I cram as much as I possibly can in 30 minutes. Okay, 3 steps to success. Number 1, step 1, show up. Show up. You showed up today. Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you for being here. Guess what? You made it past step 1. Step 2, you have to keep showing up. Even when you don't feel like it, you got a tummy ache, or you're having a bad day, or you want to go watch Netflix, or you want to go home and relax on the couch, or you don't want to make the calls, you keep showing up. Big time people don't listen to their feelings. Step number 2 for everybody that's successful in the world, and for those that want to rise up, be a CEO and be extremely successful, guess what? You have to keep showing up. Step 3, you have to do whatever it takes when it comes to your goals. I'm committed to my goals. I'm committed to my goals. I want 10,000 agents at our conference, right? I want 1 million insurance agents following us. I want a $100 million company. I want a beach house. I want a private jet. Like my goals are crystal clear, and I'm not stopping until they become a reality. Who's with me? And who also is committed to not stopping and not slowing down and doing whatever it takes to make your goals a reality? Guess what? You got to keep showing up, man. You got to keep showing up. Yes, David, absolutely. Please share them with others. Those are something I came up with. 8 C's. We have 8% nation. 8% of insurance agents are successful in their first 3 years. So why not 8, right? Please share that with everyone. I'm telling you, you want to be successful? You want to rise up? You want to be a CEO? Follow these 3 steps, okay? Now, there's 5 things that I do every single day, okay? There's 5 things that I do every single day to kick off my day. To become a CEO, you have to kick off your day like a CEO would. Here's the 5 things I do every single day. I call this my daily power 5. A daily power 5. CEOs win the morning. Are you winning your morning? That's my question to you right now. Are you winning your morning? Here's what I do every single day. I wake before 6. That's why I said 5:45. I wake before 6 a.m. Why? Because Brian Tracy says I need to wake up at least 2 hours before any sales-related activity because I want to be awake and ready and prepared, right? I want to beat the sun up. I want to commit to winning. I wake up before 6 o'clock. Number 2 is I get a good workout in. I work out 6 days a week. Why do I work out? Because energy is everything. You're not selling insurance. You're selling you. Right? You're not selling a product, you're selling you. You're not selling a service, you're selling you. Right? You're not selling a recruit, anything other than you. This is a relationship business. And my energy has to be contagious. People have to be able to feel my passion. How good is your energy? Working out every day will help that. Number three is I write down my goals every morning. I write down my goals every morning. I want to challenge you to start to do this. Are you writing down your goals? Yes or no? Talk to me. Are you writing down your goals every single day? I already shared my goals with you just a second ago. Number four, I'm learning and training every morning. I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm watching our CA sales system. I'm reading books, audiobooks, etc. I am focused on learning and training and getting better every single day. It only takes about 1 day to get rusty, by the way. Professional athletes train every day. So should we. So should we. The question is, are you learning every single day? In my office, we have 2 sales meetings every day. We're watching training videos. We're role playing. We're getting our energy up, push-ups, jumping jacks, whatever. We are committed to winning. We will do whatever it takes. I want to learn and train every single day. If you're not moving forward, guess what? You're moving backwards. And who wants to continue to move forward? I know you do, but you got to learn and train every single day. And then the 5th one, a lot of you will do the first 4, but you're like, dude, I'm not doing the 5th one, man. I start my day off with a cold shower. Cold shower. Let me see in comments now who's like, dude, I'm doing all 5. Some of you are like, you had me at 4. I don't know about 5 now, man. Why? Cold shower wakes me up. Supposedly it's good for you, whatever. But it wakes me up. For me to achieve my goals and my dreams, I got to be awake. I got to be awake. And guess what? Another reason why I love the cold shower to kick off my day is because I want to train myself to do something I don't want to do to start my day. If you think you can be a CEO and only do whatever you want, whenever you want to do it, I can promise you that is a lie. And it's not possible. A lot of people out there are preaching right now that you can do whatever you want and you can still succeed. It's not true. I had to do a lot of stuff that I didn't want to do. But because I made myself do it and I pushed through it, it's made me into the person I am today. That's exactly why I kick off with a cold shower. I knew I was getting on with you guys at 4 o'clock Central today, so I made sure I got my cold shower in this morning. Why? Because I need to be woke up. Who is woke up right now? And you're like, dang, dude, you jumping on Zoom is a refresher and a kick in the butt and a slap in the face that I needed. And I'm winning. I'm committed and I'm happy I'm here. Talk to me. Who's like, dude, I am so happy that I am here. Here's my challenge to you, okay? Because you want to be a CEO. You want to win. You want to rise up. Here's my challenge to you. My challenge to you is to start thinking like a CEO. Out in our office, it says, think big on the wall. How big are you really thinking? Everything started to change with me for me 3 years ago when I started thinking bigger and investing in myself and really being committed to winning. I'm telling you, everything will start to change once you start to dream and execute. Because dreaming, fantastic, but without any execution, there is no expansion. Without no execution, there is no expansion. I know that you have dreams. I know that you want to execute, but believe it or not, I know that you want to execute to being a CEO and rising up. You cannot execute on your dreams or expand until you become an executor of everything that's in front of you. There's anything that anybody can put in front of me that I'm not going to freaking achieve, man. Right, Mary? That I'm not committed, Kenneth, to making it happen. My challenge to you is that the next 12 months is the best 12 months you've ever had in your life. I know it can be true. I know it's been true for me. I know it's been true for others. And I know that you want it to be true for you right now. The difference is you got to show up to go up, right? You got to show up to go up. Here's what you also have to do. You want to start winning. You want to rise up. You want to be a CEO. Here's what you absolutely have to do. Okay. You have to become a promoter. You guys see me promote like a madman. Like, I hope you guys are on social media. You're following me at Cody.Askins and you're tagging me in your Instagram story right now, because you need to constantly be promoting everything that you are doing. How much of a promoter are you? Do you have room to improve? And do you commit to being a promoter in 2021? You cannot become a CEO until you become a full-time promoter. You cannot win until you choose to become a full-time promoter, right? You can't attract others if there's nothing attractive to be attracted to. Guess what? Hundreds of thousands of insurance agents all over the world are attracted to what we're doing. Why? Because I got successful while I was promoting, and now there's something to be attracted to. You want to be a CEO? You need other people to be attracted to you. Here's the best way to become a CEO. Get so successful, get so determined, get so driven that people in your life are attracted to you. That they want to be you when they grow up. That's how you become a CEO. That's how you have a growth mindset. That's how you start to win. That's how you show that you're committed, courageous, and certain that it's going to happen. Here's what I want you to do right now. We have 2 minutes. Here's what I want you to do right now. Obviously, you've got a pad and a pen, or you should. Okay, here's what we're going to do. I want you to Commit right now to what's going to happen the next 12 months. We are going to win together. And then I want you to shoot me a picture of that on Instagram at Cody.Askins. But here's what we're going to do. You're going to write out what you are going to accomplish the next 12 months. What's your target? Okay, what's your target? Commit right now. And then right below where you write it, I want you to put a line, an X, and I want you to sign it. And then I want you to put today's date. And I want you to look at that every single day. Write out what your target is for the next 12 months right now, not later, right? Procrastinators do it later. CEOs do it now. Write out what you want to accomplish the next 12 months. The next 12 months. Write it out. Sign it. Date it for today. And look at it every single day. Add it to your goals and then start to write it down every single day. My final question for you is, as we wrap up, you guys have been unfreaking believable, by the way. I've had a blast. And I hope that I'm speaking at every event you guys do forever in the future, because I'm jacked up and I'm excited because I've got a bunch of killers and winners in the chat that are ready to show up and go up. My final question for you is, how serious are you about making this happen? Because guess what? CEOs do whatever it takes. How committed are you to making this happen? Thank you guys for having me. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for the engagement in the chat. Christian, you got a good group, man. I'm ready to just move in with you guys, man. This is a blast. I'm loving this.